Good morning. How are you? Welcome. I'm washing my hands. About to prepare for breakfast. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to In Real Life with Dr. AJ Austin. So this morning, of course, we're talking about grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And I'm happy to have you here. Come in, say hello. Let me know what you're up to in the grant space. Have you been applying for grants? I want to know because it matters as to what to look for, what to look out for, and what to look forward to in the grant space. So that's what we'll be talking about today. We did a live yesterday that talks more about what to look for in a grant and just making sure that you're finding grant opportunities that match with where you are in your small business. Meaning, if you're a startup business, you should be applying for startup grants. If you are a business that has already started and making money, you should be applying for what's known as growth grants. So real quick, as you join us, just tell me if your startup business, meaning your business is still on your mind. You still got some ideas. You're still having some ahas. Where are you in that process? Put startup if you're a startup business. If you've started, put started. That means that you've already started your business. You've been making money with the business. And again, these two statuses are going to matter when it comes to what type of grant you apply for. That's if you want to really start taking grants seriously and applying for the right ones that you're eligible for. It's part of what to look for in the grant space. So come in, say hello, and let me know, are you started in the business that you want to get a grant for? Are you in the startup phase? Is it still an idea? Can you hear me? Talk to me. Good morning, Ashley Rankin. Ashley, I think we're going to have to do a series of calls, girl. We got a lot to catch up on. Welcome and tell Mom good morning. How are you guys? So, I wrote out a lot of new notes of stuff that I want to share with you guys over time. I miss doing this because I used to do it with my note cards that became this book you see before us. And this book will be released within the next few days in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. Good morning, Cindy. And what I'm going to do is add a surprise bonus to this book that I just had an aha about yesterday. And thanks to my coach, I'm going through all of his old podcasts and just had this bright moment as I heard him coaching another person. So we got the book releasing soon, being added to our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. The investment for joining us for a year in our mentorship is only $97. It's going up very soon because we have officially hit our 1 year mark here on TikTok. We're almost officially 1 year old with the Grant Game mentorship, which ends our beta testing, meaning we are here for a year to see how many people really want mentorship around grants. And so once we hit a year, the price goes up. And so for the last year, it's been like $97 to come join us and hang out. But we'll officially be shifting from beta to full throttle. And we are in, we have about 278 of you guys that are in our mentorship. And we're winning. We've won collectively. As of today, it may be more. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of people as decisions for grants that you've applied to earlier this year come in. But we've won over $178,000. That's a lot of money. We're so close to like $250,000. That is going to sound so good. And I'm so excited. And so this is for people who have been looking for grants. You know, they have maybe won a grant or two or tried to win a grant or two. Even if you're just now hearing about grants and you're getting into research mode, trying to find out how it applies to your business and can you really qualify? Does this work? I'm not about convincing you that grants work and you should do it. And here's why. I don't mind educating and sharing, but I mostly share from a winner's perspective. That's what the book is about. Showing you how, if you know that there's money available and there are people around you who are winning this money, and there's a path that we walk specifically, like I can look at our mentees' applications and their video pitches and tell they have been doing the work in our program. I can hear myself in their pitch, and myself in their pitch means a winning pitch. And so to see the progress of going from, hey, I want to apply for grants, I just need to know what to look for. I need to know, which grants will fit what I'm trying to do for my startup or for the business that I've started. I need to know that I'm going to, have the financial support that I need to grow my business in a certain amount or a certain way with a certain amount of money. I just need to know how to qualify, making sure that I'm in the right rooms, if you will. I'm looking for those people, those who are like, I want to win and I'm willing to do the work. And the work in our mentorship is only 24 hours of learning. It's videos, boot camps, mentorship, master classes, and webinars. You got a book. Book number 2 is coming, and it's all about the secrets behind the grant game. And so if somebody told me fresh off the entrepreneurship boat that I could take my business to the next level, finally grow it with this thing called grants, and it'll only take me 24 hours to sit and learn this information and then go out and apply it, and within 90 days of applying this information, I could win my first grant. Girl, don't you know how fast I would sign up? Like, take my money and let me know what else you need me to do. I'm going to be your testimonial. So those are the people who I love working with, who do great in our mentorship program, and who these lives are suited for. We've had so many lessons we've learned over the last year here on TikTok with trolls and stalkers and thieves of our information and people trying to copy our page and copy what I teach. And here we are now. We get on average about 10 good people that hang out with us on our Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because you're really here to learn, I believe, even if it's just one of you, and that's good. And so I would rather have a really good audience of people that have been weeded out and you're here to learn, you're taking notes, you've joined us in the mentorship program, you have invested in yourself in your next level. And if $97 could be multiplied by 10 to 10x your return on your investment, to 10x your return on your chances of winning a grant, wouldn't that be worth it to you? It would totally be worth it to me. My coach did that for me, not $97, but helped me to 10x, more than 10x my investment in working with him. And so that's the mood that I'm in. That's the spirit that I'm in. That's the realm that I'm in. So I invite those types of people into our world over at blackwomeningrants.com. Again, you don't need convincing. You may need a little bit more education. You may have a few questions, but you are definitely doing the work. You're not trying to, have someone do it for you, but you're willing to learn. So I'm just getting clearer and clearer on who our programs are best for based on who's doing the best work. And I just realized we are winning so much and so rapidly because we're so big as a collective that only better people that are a fit for this program are going to make it even better and help us to 10x results as we go out and win this funding for our business. So if you're here to win funds for your business, put hashtag FYP, because Cindy said this is the place she would rather be. I appreciate you, Cindy. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I am winner of over $63,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. And I love it here. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Cindy. So we're just believing God to bring in the right people to be in this space with us today. Come on in, Holy Spirit. Yesterday we started talking about what to look for in a grant. Today we're going to talk about what to look out for in a grant. And so let's jump in. So grants, finding you quote unquote, in your inbox here on social media is what to look out for. There is no legitimate grant opportunity that has spotted you out of the billions of people on these Facebooks and TikTok streets that is like, I should give her money. Nowhere on earth is this a good idea. So if you've ever received a message in your inbox, especially people claiming to be me, and I'm hearing it happens so much when we jump on here on TikTok, but they've learned that we ain't playing legalistically, and God got our back, and so he know where you sleep, and that's died down, preferably, because at least the part I know about, I don't know if it's happening nowhere else, but people here were really good about reporting the false pages, the stalkers, and sending me screenshots and stuff. So we got the tellers in here. They're snitch now. I'm like, wait a minute, Dr. AJ, something ain't right about this. And so we've been able to clear all of that up in the name of Jesus. I appreciate that. Because I don't inbox y'all. No one can inbox me here on TikTok anymore. I turned that feature off because people are weird. The people that inbox me now do it on our emails, and that's because they're in our mentorship. And I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to talk about grants for your Black woman-owned small business. But even myself live in the flesh would never send you a message like, girl, I swear if you go apply for this grant and you pay me this money, you're going to win it. With that said, number 2, grants are not guaranteed. No one can guarantee you a grant. No grant opportunity is guaranteed you're a shoo-in. Let me tell y'all a quick story. About a year and a half ago, I got an email that my old church that I went to for years, love the church to this day, was having a small business pitch competition. And I was like, what? I didn't know that. Okay. It kind of didn't make sense. But then it was like, but the pastors are very supportive of their congregations and the community. So I was like, okay. I thought it was directly with the church. I think it was more like a member who was hosting it. And I said, well, let me throw my name in the hat. So I filled out the application. I was selected to come and pitch. Whoever was over the competition sent me directions to the church. And I got an attitude like, first of all, that's my church. I know where the campus is. So I got up and went to Target. I had this skirt in mind that I wanted to wear. It was a hot pink skirt. I had a fresh batch of my company t-shirts made because I knew I would wear that on stage. I had some fresh new kicks that I had purchased. I was about to go perm my hair, get it cut, get them eyebrows. Like, I had the day fleshed out because I was about to get on this stage and rock it. And the reason I knew I would rock it is because reading what this competition was about, it was literally made for me. So one of my companies is the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC. I train Black Christian women to become certified life coaches. So churches are my hub. So I was like, this is my ideal audience to pitch this Christian-based company to my people at my old church. Why not? And so here I was preparing to go on stage and pitch, about to come home and practice. And all of a sudden I got an email saying, unfortunately, you've been basically deselected to pitch your business. And I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. What is happening? What is going on? This doesn't make sense. I was coaching a grant client at that time, and I was telling her about the opportunity, and we were both excited. And she was like, Dr. AJ, this is made for you. Like, you gotta go. You wouldn't forgive yourself if you didn't go. And all of a sudden, we were getting the bad news. By we, I meant me and the client, because I sent her the email like, girl, do you know they have taken that opportunity off the table? And I said, okay, woosah God. I'm going to need you on this one now, because these your people. We, your people, help us. And so I sat and I said, I feel some way about it. I got an attitude. I'm not mad at the pastors of the church. They don't know. They couldn't have known. I'm one of their favorites. Like, they email me directly when they miss me. They follow me on social media. I know it's not them. I know it's not. Unless they didn't want me to have an unfair advantage because I would have just came and took over because of who I am. Um, so I took it kind of on the chin or whatever, a little, okay, let me sit with God on this. And I made a list of lessons. What happened up to that point. Let's follow what my old coach used to call breadcrumbs. And so looking back with how I found out about the grant, I did my research like I teach you guys, go out and read, research, and review. So I researched the opportunity. It wasn't a whole lot of information about the opportunity, surprisingly, because who the church had partnered with was such a big organization. I was like, why are they not promoting this more? Is this only a in-house thing? Like, what is really going on? So stuff stopped adding up. The math really was not mathing. And so I made a list of all the stuff, the pros, the cons, the lessons learned. And I just decided, okay, it is what it is. The main lesson in all of this is that no grant is guaranteed. Even if you think they literally wrote that grant for you. Even if you think they had you in mind when they put together these funds. Even if you think that your business is the epitome of the reason they're going to write this check and they can't give it to nobody but you. This is yours. There's lessons to be learned in all of these opportunities, whether you win or you haven't won yet, or the opportunities were snatched away. And that ain't the first one, honey. That's just one time. I got other stories I can tell you about that happening. But it was really how I took the news that helped me grow. That's where the lessons were. And so I stayed home the day of the competition, still followed online to see who won. And that was pretty much it. The same way they didn't really promote it, the same way they didn't really talk about the winners. And it was just little stuff, little breadcrumbs, lots of red flags that I knew was telling me the story along the way. Take that back to these quote unquote opportunities that find you in your inbox. There are breadcrumbs. There are red flags. How did they find you? Why you of billions of people? How do they know that you have a business and you need money for that business? Why would they just give you money? And then in the case of the social media grants, quote unquote, why do they need your money to help you get a grant? You see what I'm saying? So my story plus the stories of women that I've helped over the last year here on TikTok in our mentorship program have showed me that there are signs when you about to get got with these grant scams. Now, I ain't saying the one at the old church was a scam. I'm saying how they handled it was just not okay. But also, the same signs are in your inbox. If a grant is saying, hey, do you need a grant? Hey, we can promise you a grant. Hey, send me money for a grant. You about to get got. You about to get scammed. And you're going to be looking how I was feeling. Like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because, again, no grant is guaranteed. No one should be asking you for money to guarantee that you're going to win a grant. No one should be asking you for all of your business information and promising they're going to send you something in the mail or you'll hear something back later. There was actually a live person, a black woman, that was doing that. She was quote unquote guaranteeing grants and she ended up getting sued. Tens of thousands of dollars. And you can see the trail that she left of her promises to people that she could help them win a grant. Never believe that because no one can. If that's the case, why is it a competition? If they were just going to give it to you, why apply? Why do you need help applying if it's guaranteed that you're going to win? Just send me the check. You don't need nothing from me if you guaranteeing me money but my address on my bank account. So that's what to look out for. Look for grants that are supposedly finding you in these inboxes. And just imagine this is a lonely guy somewhere in Nigeria, okay? And all he wants is your money. He can't guarantee you anything. He's not with the SBA or the Small Business Association or Small Business Development Center. He's not me because I don't talk in incorrect English. I've seen some of the messages that the scammers send, quote unquote, on my behalf. They steal my videos and pictures and try to sound like me. They come and hang out on our lives and try to pick up my dialect. They try to throw God in it. It's surprising. And so if you're getting messages like that, go ahead and block them. If you've invested money with them, go ahead and report it to your bank, child. Try to get your money back. Because again, no grant is guaranteed. No grant opportunity is guaranteed. And so when you're looking for funding, also check yourself. What I mean by that is the main theme of people who have told me they have been scammed by grant opportunities. These are women that are in our mentorship community over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And they say they knew that something was off. They knew that they seen the red flags in these quote unquote opportunities, but they still proceeded anyway and ended up getting scammed. And the one thing they had in common was that they were searching and applying for grants out of financial desperation. They needed money. They wanted money. They wanted their business to work. They wanted this opportunity to be real, to be legit. They felt something was off, but they went ahead with it anyway, just making it real in their mind. You know how we tell ourselves stories that eventually convince us that this is right, this must be God, this is a blessing, I can't believe they found me, oh my goodness. Grants shouldn't have you feeling like that. You also shouldn't be in the mindset of, I need a grant really, really quick to pay some bills. I need a grant really, really quick. I need to go win a grant. I need to win a grant real quick. I need a quick cash injection from a grant. How long does it take to really win a grant? Because I need to save my business. If I don't win this grant, my business can't go on. I really need to win this grant. I'm so that's a place of desperation, and you're setting yourself up for failure. Either failure of winning the grant or you're going to get scammed. Anytime we do anything from a place of desperation, we're missing signs, we're ignoring red flags, we're ignoring the knower, the discernment in our hearts as women. And you know, as women, we be knowing when stuff is off. But when we choose to ignore those signs, or when we're like, or when we follow with the path anyway and end up getting got, at the end of the day, hindsight, I think it's more than 2020 at times. Because we saw the signs. We knew something was off and we went through it anyway. So those are just 3 tips of what to look out for when it comes to looking for grants. 1, grants finding you in social media. Look out for that. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Number 2, grants are not guaranteed. There are no guaranteed grant opportunities that I know of. Because again, why is it a competition? Why would you be taking applications from people all over the world if it was as simple as you saying, I promise you're going to win this money? Well, just send me the check. There we go. So no grants are guaranteed. And then finally, searching and applying out of desperation or a financially desperate place is a reason that you're going to get scammed. You're going to get, even if you apply to a legit grant opportunity out of desperation, it comes off as begging and desperate and needy, and grants pick up on that. One red flag that a lot of people don't know when applying for small business grant applications as a Black woman for-profit small business owner is that grants also smell desperation, the legit opportunities. If you're on there talking about how broke you are, how much your business is struggling, how you could really use the money, grants don't like that. Because see, what they're not trying to do is be your end all be all to your financial woes. They literally are going to say, well, aren't you a business owner? How has your business been making money up to this point? What are you going to do when these funds run out? Because this is a one-time thing. We can't give you more money. Why isn't your financial strategy more inclusive of like what you have already been doing to successfully run your company? Y'all see what I'm saying? So no one likes a beggar. So you can't come from a desperate place, because either you're going to mess up that opportunity and get rejected out of desperation, or you're going to end up getting scammed because someone's going to pick up on that scent from a scam opportunity. And it's just a lose-lose for you either way. So hopefully something that I've said is showing you what to look out for grants, got your wheels turning and giving you some ahas. It's okay to share with the grant where you are financially. But overall, you have to have a 3-point plan. And we're going to talk about that coming up when it comes to, let's say your business has hit hard times financially. They do understand that, especially coming out of the season of COVID, which is when grants really took off. But you got to have a plan of action showing how you're going to help bring your business out of that. So I'll walk y'all through that in an upcoming live But one thing you don't want to do is just come from a desperate place when you're looking for funding for your business. You are a adult, you are a businesswoman, you have access to opportunities to make money for your business, and you have access to additional streams of income like grants, but you have to show them how you're going to do it. Actually, you already know it. It came back to mind when I read your application, and I was like, this girl got it. That's why you're having such success in the grant game. So I'll break it down and definitely point it out to you what you did right, and what more people need to be doing when they're applying for these grants, hitting on these 3 places, making sure that the grant understands, hey, I'm not desperate. I would appreciate the money. It ain't gonna break me. It will help me get to the next level. I want your support. Here's what I promise you in return. But again, I ain't desperate. I ain't trying to get it just to pay bills and save my business. And Lord, I'm going to have to go get on disability and food stamps if I can't win this grant. They don't want to hear that. Trust me, they don't want to hear that. So, are there any questions about anything that we've talked about so far? Let me know. I'm happy to share with you more of my answers and what I've seen in the grant game just over the last couple years. We've definitely shifted from COVID times. COVID, you could turn any corner and find a grant. These days, it's way more competitive. So you need what's known as a grant application strategy. And we teach grant application strategy over at blackwomeningrants.com because you need to know what to have going into these competitions. Grants are competitions, they're contests. And so in order to stand out, you got to have your ducks in a row. So I did this audio class called the 5-Step Grant Guide. And it's designed to make sure you can check off all the check boxes for the digital documents that you need to have. Everything from your employer identification number to your business bank account to your websites. All of these little things that grants will ask for, but also the big things that could pop up if you are in business, like your taxes, your profit and loss statement, your SWOT analysis, your business plan. These are big deals. And so sometimes a grant wants them. Even if they don't want them, you want to have them ready. And so whether you're starting your business or you've already started, you've been making money and you just need a growth grant to help you get a little bit further, to expand your business or help the community more, there are things on this checklist that you need to know about. We also got a series coming up where we're going to interview some of our grant winners that have been waiting on me. And so I'm going to go through our list of those who have been winning and talk with them more about how they won and why they think they won and what they're going to do with their money and how they found out about the grant and how long it took them to win. It's so much that is coming up in our community over at blackwomeningrants.com. And I want to invite you to be a part of that. The investment today is only $97. It's going up soon. I got to get this one final part added to the book you see on the screen, and we're going to add it to the mentorship, and the investment will no longer be the $97 scholarship. It is increasing. So if you've been lurking, if you've been waiting, if you've been, wanting to do it, come join us. We do have Klarna and Afterpay and opportunities for you to join us to get more information on grants for your business and how it could work, what it should look like, what to look for, what to look out for. And then in our next slide, we're going to talk about what to look forward to as you start winning. Like, it's really good news on the other side of winning grants. It's so many opportunities, so many doors open for you when you win your first grant. And even if you've already won a grant, I can show you how to take advantage of that win and go win more money. Because that's what it's all about, right? So are there any questions? Let me know. This has been short. It's only been about 30 minutes. I usually hang out with you guys for about an hour or so. If more questions about grants have popped up for you, put them in the chat. Let's talk. I love a good, engaging conversation. We're going to eventually play around with some of the times that I'm on here with you guys live. I'm still in recovery mode and building my energy. I've been doing so well these past few days. I'm so excited because that means my vitamins are working and supplements and resting. And so I am here for as long as I'm able to be here. These lives are where we mentor, where you get more help in the grant space. If you have questions about grants you've applied to or questions you're stuck on and how you should answer them, getting some of the basics about grants. But again, this is for people who are in the mindset that I could see myself applying for grants, winning grants, learning more about grants, and the other financial opportunities that are embedded with these grant funding opportunities, like the ones that we have over at blackwomeningrants.com, where we've partnered with other programs for you to get help with your business. Meaning if you need help, fleshing out your pitch deck, your business plan, your marketing strategy, your branding, all of that is taken care of by our partners. And so I give you 8 programs that I've gone through that I really enjoyed that can bless your business real good as you start to go out and apply for these grants and sign up for small business pitch competitions. You'll be ready for the next level. And that's what it's all about. For every grant application you're putting out there, you should be getting stronger and stronger in how you talk about your business and how your business is getting funded. But you got to invest the time to do that. As I mentioned, it's about 24 hours of audios and videos and books and interviews built into our mentorship. Plus, I'm here live with you guys on TikTok on the Black Women in Grants page 3 times a week. And that's how you get help. That's how you get unstuck. That's how you do like Ashley and go from last year, almost a year ago, not wanting to apply for grants if they came with a video, and now having one of the best video essays when you apply. That's growth, and I love to see growth. I love keeping up with our mentees' journeys about where they started and where they are and where they could see themselves in the future, and then matching them up and aligning them with resources to help them get to the next level. So blackwomeningrants.com is the website to come join us. www.blackwomeningrants.com is the place to be if you're really trying to start winning in these grant streets. I'm just so excited because I've heard back from several of our mentees, and we're almost at 300. We'll be there very soon, and we have grown rapidly. I think 100 of you guys came and joined us within the first 60 days of this year. So hearing back from where everyone is in their grant journey and how they're growing, how they're winning, the lessons they're learning, and how that's strengthening their grant application process, it's so exciting to me. I don't know. I just find such joy, and I love it here. So I want to put the call out once again, about 10 more seconds. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to accept my invitation to come join us in the Grant Game Mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, we're happy to have you with one of our scholarships that's currently available to get in for only $97 for the year. Get help building on what you know, building that foundation of knowledge. If it's already been on your hearts, because a lot of people come on my lives and say, well, God laid it on my heart to start looking for grants or looking into grants. I'm glad I ran across your live. The next step after this is to join us in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. We'll be very happy to have you. All hearts and minds clear? Did you guys learn anything today? Can you just let me know that? Because y'all are a little bit quiet. And usually I get offended. But today, child, I'm finna go eat breakfast. I don't even care. I know that if you're ready, you will come join us over at blackwomeningrants.com. As a quick recap, we're talking about what to look out for in grants. Everything from grants finding you via your social media inbox and being guaranteed grants. It's not a thing. And then searching and applying for grants out of financial desperation is reason for ruin, rejection, scams. Okay. Cindy says, I'm learning. Ashley says, I learned that I need a reminder to update my business plan. Amen. About every 6 months or so. And it helps if you work with a coach to do it. And so, Ashley, I know you have won a scholarship recently to go through one of our partner programs. They have mentors built into that program, and they have pre-recorded classes and fireside chats. That helped me a whole lot when it came to updating my pitch. And so reach out, put it out there that you want to partner. Don't work with a regular person unless they specialize in coaching or specialize in business planning. But reach out to one of the coaches because that comes with your scholarship. So reap those benefits, girl. Don't sit and wreck your brain about what should go in what and what to put in what. There are people that are being paid to be there to help you. So make sure you capitalize on those bonuses from your scholarship win. Well, that's all I got, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I may do another pop up later today. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I made some bomb vegetarian spaghetti last night and it's had time to marinate. I love a good leftover spaghetti that I made for myself. So we're about to go. That's going to be my lunch for today. Making final edits to this book. I got some homework myself from my coach that I'm catching up with. And I'll see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.